some of these games won't be available much longer, and once they're gone, they're not coming back. If you've been thinking about picking these up, don't wait. Hey everyone, Dabu here from Dabu Retro Gaming. Last video we talked about how games are disappearing, and today I'm giving you real examples. These are games you should seriously consider grabbing now before they get delisted, locked behind licenses, or just vanish from stores. Alan Wake original version. First up, the original Alan Wake. This game has already been delisted before because of music licensing issues. It came back, but that doesn't mean it's safe long term. If you want the original experience, not just the remaster, this is one to grab. Forza Horizon series, especially older titles. Any Forza Horizon game, especially the older ones, these games really rely heavily on licensed cars and music. That means once licenses expire, they get pulled. We've already seen this happen multiple times. If you're into racing games, don't sleep on these. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater titles. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater games are another big one. Music, brands, pro skaters, all licensed. Some entries are already hard to find digitally, and others could follow. If you care about that era of gaming, grab them while you can. Rock Band 4 plus the DLC. This one's huge. Rock Band 4. The base game is one thing, but the real value is the DLC songs. And once those licenses expire, they're gone. If there are tracks you love, don't wait. Need for Speed older titles. Older Need for Speed games are constantly at risk. Cars, music, branding, same issue. We've already lost access to several entries digitally. These games don't stick around forever. Spec Ops: The Line. Spec Ops: The Line is a big one. It was actually delisted due to expired licenses, not because people didn't want it. It came back in some places, but this is exactly the kind of game that can disappear overnight. Movie-based games. Any game based on a movie or licensed IP. Think older Spider-Man, Transformers, or Lord of the Rings titles. These are some of the first to go when licenses expire, and once they're gone, they're usually gone for good. Metal Gear Solid Collection, older versions. Older versions of Metal Gear Solid games have had licensing issues before, especially around historical footage and content. Some were temporarily removed in the past, so if you see them available, it's worth considering. Deadpool 2013 game. The Deadpool game is a perfect example. It's been delisted, brought back, and delisted again. That's what licensed games do. If you ever see it available, that's your window. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, the game. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World disappeared for years before finally coming back. That alone tells you everything. Licensing can pull a game off the market for a long time. Just because it's available now doesn't mean it always will be. Closing thoughts. So what's the pattern here? Licensed music, licensed brands, licensed IP. Those are the biggest risk factors. If a game depends on them, it's not permanent. Key advice: if you're even thinking about buying one of these, don't wait for a perfect sale. Don't assume it'll always be there, because more and more it won't be. Call to action. So let me ask you, what game do you regret not buying before it disappeared? Or what's one game you're grabbing now before it's too late? Drop it in the comments. This is one of those topics where the community really helps each other out. If this helped you, hit like, subscribe if you're new, and stick around for more real talk on gaming, retro and modern. I'm Davu, and I'll catch you next time. Game on.